Easy, Ironhide. It's just a review. Welcome back to my channel. In today's review, I'm going to be taking a look at Transformers Earthrise WFC, Autobuy Alliance, Amazon exclusive, Ironhide. And this is going to be part 2 of this set, and I already got Prowl up on my channel for the review, so go check it out. And here we have Ironhide here on the front of the box, protecting the arc right there and helping out Prowl. And on the back of the box where we did Prowl, he's a 15 step, but today we're going to be looking at Ironhide, and he transforms into 22 steps from robot mode to his Earth van mode. And on the side of the box it's Earthrise, the usual. And up top it's just Transformers WFC. We got the Autobot faction symbol, and that's it for the box. And here we have Ironhide in his Earth vehicle mode, and it just represents his G1 counterpart for the most part. I still like how they kept the yellow on the sides. The thing that's really different is this top piece that you could take it off and it becomes like a shield. It's very different, so it makes it more like a parts former. But I'm okay with that because overall it doesn't affect the actual transformation for him to go to robot mode, so it's no big deal. And I like how they have the clear plastic here on the sides, but then they have the shoulder blocking. I guess they didn't know how to get around that, but it's okay. And then they didn't finish right here. They could have like added that in, maybe gave us some translucent plastic there, but at the same time I think I would have been like more griping about it. So I'm happy they didn't. But what can fix this? Toy hacks eventually. But the front of the vehicle, the windshield with the windshield wipers, they done that fantastic. It looks really, really good. The front grille, the headlights, the bumper, I think they did an amazing job with this part, retooling the front of the vehicle versus the Siege Cybertronian van. The wheels are exactly the same, except these are painted black while the other ones are painted more on a like gray color. The tabs, I'm just going to show this off now, they actually stay in, at least for my copy. They don't fall out like Ironhide's does from the Siege. They just fall right off. So they did fix this problem, which is, you know, I'm happy about that. We still have the feet sticking out of the back. I'm hoping for somebody that make new gap fillers for Ironhide, or I'm going to take a look to see if the kit I already have on my Siege figure, see if they fit this, and I can just buy something that's already out there for that, and it'll also cover up this gap down here. But overall, I think the van mode is really cool. And here I have Ironhide next to his Amazon companion in the 2-pack, Prowl, and you can kind of see the difference in scaling the vehicle modes are. And here I have them next to Siege Ironhide, and just give an idea, I'm just gonna put them like this for the moment. Looks pretty good. Obviously this Ironhide is going to be higher because he has this top piece to cover, and then I have the gap fillers for this. That's why his feet are covered or filled in, while these are not. So there's that. But for the most part, it looks like the feet are exactly the same. So I'm gonna try off camera, and if it does work, I'll put it on Instagram, on my Instagram page. So there's that. And on the front, you can see the differences. I just wanted to show this off one more time. Back up. And I see the differences in the front bumper and the this piece which would become his chest. They made some changes on this front end here. So let's start that transformation. So first off, you're gonna lift this back just like that. You're gonna kind of turn these out just a little bit because there's tabs in there. That tab right there, that kind of holds that in, so it'll kind of hook. So you just want to turn them just like that, just so they're free. But you don't pull on these because the pins are right here and here. So you don't want to do that. You want to come back here, and I'm going to use my fingernails to get under here. Pull on the back part. This is more sturdy to be pulling on. You don't want to be pulling on these either. This is on a separate, like on a hinge, and this is clear plastic, so I'm going to assume this piece right here is clear plastic as well, so you do not pull on this piece. So just pull from the back. It's a solid, this piece, the main part of it is solid plastic, and it comes off just like that. Okay, so we're going to just flip that back down for a moment. Going to back up Ironhide there. We're going to come up to this. Going to take a look at the inside here, and a nice molded detail, which looks really cool. And also, to transform this into the shield is to basically push down on this. This just slides down, and it reveals these guys right here. See, I'm just going to show you that a couple times, just like that. Very easy. And then these two pieces, see, here's the pin there, and it connects all the way up through. So you're going to turn this in. There's a little hole right here for this peg right there. It's just going to go in like that, just like that. Nothing more than that. Okay, then this piece is just going to go in just like that, and I'm just going to help this one a little bit more just to make sure this goes in just like that. It's nothing spectacular about it. You don't force it all the way in. It's supposed to look just like this. So this part looks really cool for a shield. It's something different they came up with to complete the Earth mode for Ironhide. Very cool. I'm going to set this to the side, and now let's keep going. This is the easy part. It's the same transformation for pretty much the whole thing. Remove the doors first. You're going to come back here. You're going to separate the feet just like that. And that one's a little, because of the tab right there, goes into the arm. That's why it's stuck. Close this. Close this. They just lock in. So you have something that looks just like this. You're going to untab the arms. It's going to look like this. You know, oh, I'm sorry, I want to keep the arms together. Come back here. Try and see which. There we go, that piece right there. You want to pull on right in here. I'm rubbing my nail against, not up here. That might be a common mistake for people, who knows? Get my nail back in there, just like that. Okay, so now we got that part done. We're going to turn them. Now Ironhide's going to be a little bit taller, but there we go. We can at least see the shoulders. I'm just going to separate his arms, which they already did. It's just that tab, just like from Siege. Same thing. Bring his shoulders down. He should be standing up at this point. He's going to be a little wobbly because we got to lock this part in, but we got to wait. We got to bring up his head a little bit. And he's really wobbly. Huh. Wonder if I got to get a screwdriver and tighten that up in there. There's a screwdriver. There's a screw in there. No, I'll take a look at him then. I'll do that off camera. And his joints are super tight. Now, don't press on this. I just did it. But I wanted to show there's these two holes right here, and they just sit right on these two tabs. Just like that. Nothing more. And it is supposed to stick out a little bit like that. I kind of prefer It does look more G1 for his Earth mode, but I still like it. I don't know. It's still very cool. So there is Ironhide in robot mode. So here I have Earthrise Ironhide next to Siege Ironhide, and you can see the differences between the two figures. One, this guy has the silver on his legs, while this one doesn't, but he does have the yellow stripes from his van mode, versus his are on the this one's actually on this time. More like a gold trim color on him. The next thing is these pieces right here actually stay on during the transformation, while this one actually does stick to his leg, but if you pull it the wrong way, and I know this one does for sure, this comes right off. So I'm glad that they fixed it for the Earthrise version, and also for the future molds of Ratchet and Crosshairs from Siege. So I was happy they were able to make that adjustment. Next, you can see the hands, thighs, and crotch area or black. Same goes for the shoulders. You got the gray and then the black. And then up top here, it's that same piece that's right here that his head's connected to come down. I see that this piece right here is more secure than this one. I think they ran out of an idea how to make this work, because when you get closer, it just doesn't feel like really that secure, even though it is. It doesn't seem like this should be the piece for this. I think they were just being a little cheap there, honestly. And also, I noticed that Earthrise, I'm just going to make the adjustment just so you can see his feet, so I don't have him standing on anything. Earthrise Ironhide is bigger than the Siege version. So I'm happy with that, because Ironhide should be a bigger bot than the normal size deluxes, even though this one is. But I'm happy they made them just a little bit taller. And then also the other major thing is the chest and the head sculpt are obviously different as well. So then we get a side view of both bots. Oh, he's leaning a little bit there. I'll help him out. So there's that. Then we're going to get the back view as well. And just keep in mind, I have the gap fillers on this one. And I'm thinking about getting them for this one. We'll see. And one more comparison is going to be the weapons that Ironhide has. This is the Earthrise blaster he gets, which is pretty cool. Obviously blast effect compatible. It's very neat. And then obviously Ironhide gets his shield, which is the top part of the van, just transformed. I'll show that off a little bit later. Equipped it to him. And then here's the Siege rocket launcher from Ironhide, and it also turns into a hammer. We never seen it in the show, but we did see the rocket launcher part. So I actually like this. Oh, I like this weapon, but I'm happy we got this. I just find this really. I'd rather have this. You know what happens to this when he gets converted? Does this turn in? You know, I'm sorry. Does this very cool rocket launcher slash Thor hammer, I mean Cybertronian Thor hammer, turn into this thing? I'm kind of weighing the options on that, and then we also get that as well. So yeah, pretty cool though. Either way, I'm just glad they came up with something. And here we have Earthrise Prow next to Earthrise Ironhide. And you can see that Prow is smaller of the two of the Autobot Alliance Amazon exclusive 2-pack. One last thing, you can take this shield and you can, instead of have the blasters out, pull that down. You can peg it in just for storage, but then he has the backpack thing. Doesn't weigh him down or anything. He stands up just fine. But it does affect his mobility for bending his legs and stuff like that. So we're going to take it off for a moment. So this is going to be the same range and motion of Siege Ironhide. It's going to be the same exact thing, except these joints are obviously a little bit tighter. Got the 90-degree bend on the knees. Does have the ankle tilt. It does have the waist rotation. And this Ironhide from the Amazon exclusive set does have a 360-degree turning head. My final thoughts on Transformers Earthrise Ironhide. Honestly, they've done a fantastic job with this remold, retooled figure. I like what they did with this piece here, adding that for the top part of the van. I'm not the biggest fan of this type of blaster. I would have hoped they would have gave us something that looked like, let me just move that out of the way, that, and this is a third-party weapon for Ironhide. I would have preferred something like that, nice and silver, but that's just my opinion. That's nothing to gripe about this. I think this is still a great idea they came up with and is blast effect compatible. It does tie in with the figure. On my windshield here, it's very hard to see. That's why I didn't mention it earlier. It's so hard. But if you had the figure, you can kind of see it. It's right over here, right on the windshield right there. It's real minor, but it's not that noticeable. That's the only thing I see. I was expecting the windshield wipers to be more of an issue or something. And the only thing I was hoping for were side mirrors. Honestly, that was the only other thing I could think of. I think they did a really fantastic job with this figure. So hopefully everybody else that is getting this set, hopefully their Prowl figure doesn't have all those QC issues that I had that I showed in my review. But Ironhide, I'm happy with what they did with the figure. I think he's great. I would still pick up the 2-pack if you're able to. That's all I really got for this review. I've had a lot of fun with this figure. I think he's really cool. I like the head sculpt, the new chest, the size of him, the new shield, so you can protect more Autobots. So pretty much it's like a riot shield, and it has that Autobot symbol there. I think that's really cool. Different type of blaster, but I'm okay with it. And that's gonna be it. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video to help out my channel. I really would appreciate it. And I'll be bringing more Transformer content very soon.